Hello and welcome to Talkin Yanks, presented by DraftKings. We got another player profile and projection, and we are doing the King. Draft him. Mike King. Michael King, friend of the program. One of our favorite interviews we did. Real nice guy. Sister sings his walk-up music. Made his debut in 2019. Pitched a lot last year. Jake, you got any bullet points?
Big fan of his sister. Check out the Instagram. She kills it. She goes live all the time. She's all over that. She's like always live.
Singing?
I think just interacting with fans. I think she's a big interactor, so I appreciate that. Mike King is our friend. I will not say a bad word about him. He's listening to this right now. He's got a nasty two-seamer. Holy Toledo, Jim. You see that thing move?
I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I seen it.
Synced it.
Threw it 59% of the time last year.
Yeah, likes it.
Well, two-seam, go curveball 20% of the time. Then he's got the changeup. He mixed in a couple four-seamers last year, 29, none your business. Don't even worry about it. Interesting thing about Mike King is last year he sat 93 miles per hour in his first spring debut. He's probably pitched again since we recorded this, and we'll see if he dials it down. But he hit 97, which was crazy because his curveball's 80 miles per hour last year. His changeup was 84. You go 97 to 80. You go 90. Say you tones that down. That was like first day, ramped up, excited. Tones that down to 95. And then the curveball's 80. The changeup's 80. 84. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, Mike King has a nice fastball. Put that on a shirt, baby. It's going to be interesting how the rest of the stuff develops around it. There were some numbers last year. I think the first time through the order, he was really good, and then he got walloped the second time, and that probably has a direct correlation with pitch mix and being young and learning how to pitch. All of it goes into the pot. If you're fully not familiar with Mike King, he is 25 years old, 26 years old, May 25th. Boston College guy, Chestnut Hill, reppin'. And he was a quick riser in the Yankees system. He came over in the trade, the Garrett Cooper and Caleb Smith trade, Jim. And he really figured it out. He was the Yankees minor league pitcher of the year. He had over 161 innings across three levels. He had a 1.79 ERA, 161 innings. And then I think 2019 he got nicked up a little bit. He made his Yankees debut right at the end of the year. Last year he ends up making 4 starts, 9 appearances. The ERA is tough, 7.76. Every time it felt like, all right, we got excited for Mike King. Like we almost wanted to stand up out of our seats. And then that second time through, we kind of got punched in the mouth. He got punched in the mouth. He couldn't get that last out he needed. So, I mean, the question is, how much is he going to be used? How much is he going to develop this year? And, I think on these we do a little bit of like, what's Mike King's best case for this year?
Let me answer because I was gonna. Best case for this year is starts the year AAA as a starter. Works on that second time through the rotation, mixing up the pitch mix. So the second time through, you're hitting them with something new again, getting guys out with mainly the fastball and a couple curves first time, and then showing the second bag of tricks the second time. Like works on that aspect of pitching, and then gets called up halfway through and shows it on the big stage. Maybe that's best case. Where I think, and you mentioned the numbers last year, first time through, the first time guys faced him, they had a 194 batting average against him. The second time guys faced him, they had a 385 batting average against him. The first time they had a 725 OPS. The second time they had 984 OPS. It was very apparent. So if they needed him right away this year, his role would be assess a multiple inning Chad Green reliever. Opener. You're not going to see this guy twice. But that may stunt his growth. So I think the best case is to give him time in AAA and say, like, hey, let's work on second time through, changing it up so it's a little different so guys don't dominate you second time through. I don't think he's going to make the team out of camp. I don't think he needs to. He's got 3 options left. So they're not going to be shy about burning an option this year. He's going to be up and down. I think they're going to go with some other starters right away. And I don't think they want to do the bullpen thing that I'm saying. I think they would rather let him develop. So I like Mike King a lot. I like his 2-seamer a lot. I mean, I think I went into every game like, I like this guy.
Yeah, you're excited to watch.
And then the last couple batters or whatever, it fell apart. So that's kind of all I really got. I think those numbers speak for themselves a little bit.
Yeah, the first plate appearance and second plate appearance numbers are wild. And if you're not too familiar with the game, like, just know that that's how good the hitters are. Like, if you're
those are as a starter too. I just want to let you know.
Yeah, and the numbers ever as a reliever tell a similar story. He got knocked around a little bit more as a reliever, but it shows how good hitters are, man. If they know what you're coming with and they see it, like, they adjust and they're incredible. So shout out to hitters, good for you guys. But this is for Mike King, and that's where I want to go with best case, Jim, because I think you're right. Keeping him stretched out. I'm not sure about breaking camp. I'm interested to see what pitching funny business they do. Monty didn't technically start with the team last year because they were saving for a start. So I don't know how nervous they are about innings because I think, they're stretching out Nick Nelson. I think Nick Nelson has more potential as a high-end reliever, obviously. But if they're really scared about innings, I think they could potentially lean on Mike King. With that being said, when I say best case scenario for Mike King this year, I think it's, stumbling into the 8 starts that he's going to get, that he would get with 2 IL stints from other players or whatever it be. And he looks solid. You can't expect the moon. You'd want to see another step in his development, either a second pitch that really jumps out or he has 3 pitches that he can maneuver through a lineup properly. So I do think that's his best case scenario. And I think we're going to see Mike King this year. I mentioned the 2 IL stints. You also have to factor in juggling, keeping guys fresh through the year. So you might even want to factor in another couple starts on that. I mean, you could be looking at 10 Mike King starts this year pretty easily.
I think so, if you factor in IL stints and stuff. I'd love to go look at, like, the 2019 Yankees and see...
2019 Yankees.
And see someone that's kind of was in that position and see how many starts they made. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Chad Green, the opener.
Right, opener year.
Other than that, Loizaga got called up. But who knows? Be interesting to see how many he gets. I think, it'd have to be an injury for him to get that many. Starts, unless they're opener starts, like unless like someone gets injured and like a lot of people get injured, and
right,
like, you know what, he's going to be our opener starter. Other than that, I think that if they have a situation where there's a doubleheader, he could be the doubleheader starter. Like, I think that's his like biggest lane right off the bat. Like, call up the 27th man, he's the doubleheader starter. I think that like that might be King. It'd be hard to really organize that.
Yeah,
but if it does fall, or you can plan for a doubleheader down the road, I think he'd be that guy. Or, Booney said that, people are going to be riding the bus. There's going to be games where we just got to call up a starter for this game. And I think that's Mike. I think that's Michael King. So that's where I kind of land with him.
I'm trying to think of a fun way because we say the phrase riding the bus and guys are going to do that. And that's part of baseball now. And that's still kind of messed up. Like, Mike King goes from being a starting pitcher for the Yankees one day, and then he's, going to AAA Rail Riders.
Yeah.
So I was trying to think of a fun way because we are friendly with Mike King. If like every time he's coming up on the bus, he like has to call in, and even just say like, "Come back."
Okay.
So like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a fun way to set that up. Maybe it doesn't have to do it. Maybe he's on the Yanks all year. You
know what we do? And if you're listening, Mike, like, the first time it happens, like, dude, getting called up, awesome. Give us a call.
Yeah.
Let's talk on your bus ride up.
The whole bus ride.
Uber up, And then we be like, yo, let's do it again next time it happens.
Okay.
Gradual play.
I like that. Yeah.
Because otherwise he's going to be like, won't be in next time.
Yeah.
I'm staying. I'm staying.
Is there any world?
Oh, tons of worlds out there.
There's so many worlds.
Well,
could he become?
I think there's one world.
Could he become a piece that is really like on the Yankees between starting pitching and bullpen injuries?
I mean, Cole, Kluber, Tyone, Chacin, Herman, and I can take Chacin out of there.
Put Monty in there instead of Chacin.
Monty, Chacin, Herman, Davey. I have above him right now.
Yeah.
So a lot would have to suck.
Yeah.
If he's in the rotation.
Well, that's what I'm kind of alluding to with the bullpen.
Sevy coming back in July.
Like if you do 2 bullpen injuries, then is Mike King the guy down there? He's already on the 40-man.
How about this? Mike King gets called up for the spot starter doubleheader days. Impressive. They do it. They're like, all right, we're going to just get you down. Next time you get called up, though, you make some starts, and then we're going to stick you in the bullpen. And, so he starts like a handful, but then he does so good. They're like, well, you're not in the rotation, but you're going to become Sessa.
He thinks we're his good luck charm, so he invites me golfing, and I'm like, yeah, Mike, I'd love to.
Uses you as the ball.
What did you say?
Nothing.
You haven't said anything this whole time.
Just a little inside joke with me and Mike. He always messages me. Wouldn't it be funny if me and Jake went golfing? I used him as the ball. And I always respond, yes, Mike, that's very funny.
I haven't been as scared to pull up baseball reference projections.
Well, 24% reliability.
Okay.
24% reliability. We have a 76 innings pitched with a 5 ERA.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah.
I kind of love that innings pitched.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like 76 innings for Mike King this year.
2 saves.
Yeah, I saw that. I knew that was going to come up.
What's 76 divided by 3, we'll say? It'd be 25 games. What's 76 divided by 5? 15 games. That's high.
That's high. That's a lot of innings.
Yeah. Interesting to say, do we have an over-under for him from Max?
Do we want to see? Are we tracking? No, I mean, he's so young. I was going to say, are we tracking his Ks or home run rate? Like, he still just has to improve across the board.
Checking that.
It's like
Checking
it's
that
about
two-seamer.
just about the feel around him.
Okay.
I like him.
I'd love to feel him.
Max is over under.
Feel his driver up your fucking ass.
And then we'll go golfing.
Max is over under 6.5 starts.
That's a good number.
That's a pretty solid number. With this weird year coming up, I'm preparing for a lot of arms. I would take the over.
I'll push on that.
You're pushing on the 6.5.
Yeah.
Let's lock that in.
Yeah. Yeah. Under 6.
Okay.
6 starts. Confirmed. And I'm happy we landed there. And this was a fun one. And I like Mike.
Do we have his number? Or we're just...
He texts me a lot.
No.
I'd love to go golfing with Jake.
No.
And use him as the ball.
Do we like Insta video him in? That'd be a good one.